afternoon and welcome to NTV News. I'm Siksha Sharma. Let's take a look into the headlines first. Speaker summons top three-party leaders for talks, formation of parliamentary committees, TRC bill among other issues being discussed. Health Ministry urges to maintain caution amid rising COVID-19 cases. Neighbouring India conducting mock drills to check preparedness of hospitals. 5 killed after an employee opens fire in a bank in Kentucky of US attack in live streamed on Instagram. Gunman shot dead. And leaders Barcelona held to a goalless home draw with Girona in La Liga. Defeat also prevents Barcelona from extending its lead to 15 points. Welcome back. Now the news in detail. A meeting of top leaders of 3 major parties is underway in Palwatar. The meeting has been summoned by Speaker of House of Representatives Devraj Gimire at his residence. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, main opposition leader KP Sharma Oli and Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Deuba are in the meeting. Likewise, Chief Whip of CP and UML Padam Giri, Mao Center Chief Whip Hitraj Pandey and Nepali Congress lawmaker Ishwari Neupane are also in the meeting. Formation of various parliamentary committees, Truth and Reconciliation Bill, among other pressing issues, are being discussed in the meeting. A meeting of the Rashtriya Swatantra Party's disciplinary committee is taking place today to discuss the audio case of its lawmaker Dhaka Kumar Shrestha. The meeting, to be held at the party office in Basundhara, will discuss the audio case of Shrestha and take necessary action into it. A leaked audio shows Shrestha demanding 20 million rupees from business person Durga Prasad. The party has already suspended Shrestha. Tuesday's meeting will make a recommendation to the party's central committee after investigating the explanation submitted by the lawmaker. Representatives of the loan shark victims and government talk team are holding talks today as well. The talks team between the two sides held on Monday could not reach to any conclusion. During Monday's meeting, the victims shared the government about the problems that they have been facing from the loan sharkers. Undersecretary and Information Officer at the Ministry of Home Affairs, Dil Kumar Tamang, said they expect to give outlet by holding decisive talks today. The government has formed a negotiation team under the leadership of Home Ministry Joint Secretary Pradeep Koirala to address the problems of the loan shark victims. And let's take a look into a short break. More news follows up next. Do stay with us. Welcome back to NTV News. Taking a look into other developments in the home front, the Ministry of Health and Population has appealed to all to stay aware and alert in view of the growing cases of coronavirus infection. Joint spokesperson at the Ministry, Dr. Samir Kumar Adhikari, has asked to abide by public health protocol as the number of infection is likely to rise in coming days. The virus graph is also in upward trend since the past some days. On Monday alone, the Ministry recorded infection among 124 persons out of 2,566 tests conducted. Similarly, 29 persons got recovery from the coronavirus the same day. The number of people with active infection has now reached 444. There are 21 persons in isolation in the Kathmandu Valley, while 10 are receiving treatment at ICU. Meanwhile, neighbouring India's health ministry is conducting mock drills to check preparedness of hospitals to deal with rising COVID-19 cases. The drills that started on Monday will continue today as well across the country. The country saw a deadly second wave of 2021, and the government came under criticism as many hospitals ran out of oxygen and critical care beds. India's active case count is relatively low, but experts are urging caution to stop further spread of the disease. The surge is largely driven by XBB 1.16, which is an Omicron subvariant. The WHO has said it was watching the subvariant and the spread in India. 5 people died when an employee opened fire in a bank in Louisville, Kentucky, and live-streamed the attack on Instagram, the United States police say. The victims were aged between 40 and 64. Among 9 others injured was a rookie police officer who graduated to the force just 2 weeks ago. The officer was struck in the head and is still critical after brain surgery. Police responded within 3 minutes and fatally shot the attacker in an exchange of gunfire. And let's take yet another break. Stay with us for more updates. Welcome back. You are watching NTV News. Towards more international update, where North Korean leader Kim Jong-un called for strengthening the country's war deterrence in what it says more practical and offensive manner to counter what it called the moves of aggression by the US and South Korea. The state media KCNA said on Tuesday Kim made the comment at an enlarged meeting of the Central Military Commission held to discuss the ongoing efforts to boost the country's war deterrent to cope with the escalating moves of the US and the South Korea. North Korea has been reacting angrily to a recent series of the Allies' joint military exercises, which the media said were intended to prepare for an all-out war and forced Pyongyang to explore powerful practical action, including the military options. The Italian Coast Guard is carrying out 2 large-scale operations to rescue around 1,200 migrants from overcrowded boats off the coast of Sicily. About 800 people are traveling on one of the fishing boats, while around 400 are on another. The country's Coast Guard has already rescued around 2,000 people in other operations since Friday. At least 2 people died during the weekend's boat crossings, German non-profit rescue ship said. Migrants' arrival to Italy have risen steeply compared with the same period last year, despite efforts by the right-wing coalition government to clamp down on irregular migration. A quick look into the highlights of what's coming up next. Time now for Sports Update. Barcelona missed the chance to go 15 points clear at the top of La Liga as they were frustrated at the home by Girona. Robert Lewandowski had a golden chance to open the scoring after 4 minutes but put his effort into the roof of the net. Girona keeper Paulo Gazzaniga, on loan from Fulham, made a number of good saves, including one to deny Rafinha at his near post. It is only the 3rd time this season that Barcelona have dropped points at home, but despite the disappointment of failing to win, Xavi's side increased their advantage over Real Madrid to 13 points after the title rivals were beaten by Villarreal on Sunday. Nicholas Pooran hit the fastest 50 of the 2023 Indian Premier League as Lucknow Super Giants beat Royal Challengers Bangalore by 1 wicket. The Trinidadian hit 62 off 19 balls, reaching his half-century off just 15 balls before being caught in the deep. Lucknow clinched victory on the final ball after Harshal Patel failed with an attempted man-cut dismissal. Lucknow moved top of the IPL table with 3 wins from 4 matches. And this brings us to the end of the bulletin. To wrap up, a quick reminder of the top stories. Speaker summons top 3 party leaders for talks, formation of parliamentary committees, TRC bill among other issues being discussed. Health Ministry urges to maintain caution amid rising COVID-19 cases. Neighbouring India conducting mock drills to check preparedness of hospitals. 5 killed after an employee opens fire in a bank in Kentucky. A US attack in live streamed on Instagram. Gunman shot dead. And leaders Barcelona held to a goalless home draw with Girona in La Liga. Defeat also prevents Barcelona from extending its lead to 15 points. That's all for now. We'll be back with another news bulletin in Nepali in less than an hour, and our next English news will bring you right at 6 in the evening. Keep watching Nepal Television. Have a great day. Namaste.